So at least from today is a new day. You start. Do not live with regrets. You can't change what you already missed. You can't change what you already regret. But from this point on, say, I will not make any moves that will make me have regrets. Because the number one thing that Americans regret most in life are the things they did not do.
Yeah.
Of course.
The things they did not do. They did not take a chance. They didn't ask that person out. They didn't go on that trip. They didn't pursue their dream. They missed an opportunity that added up so much in their heads, all the regrets of what they did not do.
Although I regret quite a few things I did do.
But the thing like bathroom insecurities, that's a thing for me. Like,
And it keeps you
and
from
it keeps
doing
me
stuff.
from really doing things. Or if I do them, I'm really like. Then afterwards, I'm like, oh, that was awesome, I did it.
What is your bathroom insecurity?
I don't know. I just.
He's worried there's not going to
Like-
be a proper bathroom to use.
When we were in Cabo last weekend, we went on that sailboat, but they had 2 bathrooms down there, so that was cool. I didn't even use them.
But you knew they were there.
Yeah, just knowing.
I would think that
But
the
if
quality
they
of
would've
the
said-
bathroom is what gives you insecurity. The quality of the bathroom. Like if it's like
I
a
see,
hole
like-
in the ground, you know what I mean? Like in European countries, it's legit like a hole.
I would think
Oh,
it'd be
yes.
more difficult for women. When you're a man, the world's your toilet. You can go anywhere.
Yeah, but not when you got
Oh.
other ways.
That
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, rumbly
Still
tumblies,
gotta-
rumbly
yeah.
tumblies.
Gotcha.
Over the years, Americans also regret an average of 5 angry text messages that they've sent and 2 breakups. Nearly 1/3 of baby boomers have a regret that spans 3 decades.
Whoa.
And still crosses their minds an average of 3 times a month. While millennials' oldest regret is only about 11 years old, they fret about it on average about once a week, more than any other generation.
What's your biggest regret? Anyone have
Oh,
have
gosh,
one on?
there's so many.
I've got
There's so
2
many.
huge ones.
What is it?
Well,
Okay.
one of them's maybe not that big. First of all, my mama, my grandmother, she fell while I was living here, and she told me, "No, I'll be fine." She's in the hospital. No, I'll be fine. You don't have to come up and see me in the hospital. Well, I didn't, and then she passed.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
And
So
so
they don't
I-
want to. They don't want a big fuss being made.
Right.
over 'em.
Well, she probably didn't think that.
Yeah.
It was going to
Right.
take that turn.
Yeah.
And then my other one is I follow Captain Kate McHugh on Instagram. She is the captain of the celebrity, one of the biggest celebrity ships out
and
there.
I follow her because you told me to. She's amazing.
She is amazing. Her and I are the same age, and I just wonder, could I have done that? Could I have been driving, piloting these massive cruise ships if I hadn't left the United States Merchant Marine? I always wonder that. I know that it could have been a really cool job, but then I also look at what I got to do here for the last
Yeah,
20
be
years.
grateful.
And this
It's not
is
like you're working in the
huge-
button factory.
No, and how impactful this really has become. I would not have been able to have a big an impact, but it would have been a really interesting life to sail the Caribbean and the
Plus,
Mediterranean.
I feel like all those people driving, or what do they call it?
You're a captain, you pilot
Captain.
the ship.
They're all from like Sweden or something.
and that's why I left.
Whenever you see them, it's like
Yeah.
you never see Americans.
You don't. They
No,
don't have
you
them.
really don't.
in charge of those guys.
Well,
I
we're
feel
glad you
like
chose us.
I probably had the tenacity
How
to
about
make
we
it
do
just
that?
like she did.
Let's make his dream happen.
to
Let him
captain
pilot
the
a ship.
Send you to those simulators because they have simulators.
Oh,
for
yeah.
those. We gotta
Yes,
get you
they
one
do.
of
I
those.
want to
Do
say
we
they
have one
might have
here?
it at San Jacinto College. You can do that program.
A cruise
that's
ship
cool.
simulator.
It's just a ship simulator.
Okay.
It's mostly cargo ships.
Well,
what?
that should be easy.
I wanna
Does it
do
give you the
Astronaut.
motion sickness vibe? I can
Oh,
rock
does it
your
move?
chair. Yeah.
Sam will rock your chair
I'll
while you're
rock your
taking
chair
it.
while you're taking it.
We could get you to do that. I also wanted to do take us and a bunch of listeners to maybe United or Southwest could do this with us. We all get in a plane
Light simulator.
and we undo the emergency slide, and we all get to go down the slide.
That'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be really fun.
I saw a buddies
I feel like
did
it
this in
might hurt.
Australia.
I
They
don't
had
know why.
they called it the plane party, and it was in one of those big garages that
Yeah.
The
planes-
hangars.
the hangars. And they had a party. They're all in there, and they had it filled with listeners. They go, "You guys ready?" And it's like a
cool.
safety thing to show how safe their
Yeah.
plane was.
So
Wow.
went down the emergency
And
slide.
they
Take off your heels, Sam.
I know, right?
Open
That's
it.
what I was thinking too.
open it, shut it down, and then
Wow.
Slade.
everyone got to do the dream because everyone thinks about it, but obviously we don't want to do it.
Right.
Right, because it'll be a panic situation if that ever has to happen.
So if anyone listening works at an airplane,
Make it
United,
happen.
Make it happen for us.
That'd be great. I've seen this thing keep coming up over and over again. The algorithm always gives me these little quotes. But this is interesting. A recent study found that 85% of all the things that we worry about never happen. They will never happen. And of the 15% that do, about 80% of the individuals found these challenges to be a lot easier than what they were stressed out and worried about. So whatever it is you're currently worrying about, take a big, deep breath and know that it most likely won't happen. 85% of the things that we freak
But
out
what if
and
it
stress
does?
about
Yeah.
But what
don't
if they
happen.
do have a party on the same day that I want to go to this thing?
Yeah.
What if they do?
I think humans
Yeah,
are made
it's
to
that kind of
worry.
stuff.
Is that like our
It's a
defense
wasted emotion.
mechanism or something to protect us?
I don't know. I was just telling my daughter this other day because she was having some dilemma, and I said, "You are wasting a lot of energy or something that's not even happening. Like that's probably not going to happen. So don't focus on that because you're tormenting yourself over the thought that this might happen. But it's probably not going to. It's probably not going to."
Science says it won't.
Which, by the way, Eric, your daughter and my daughter are 2 days apart. They are in the 8th grade. And I saw a line last week about how 8th grade is the max where you trick or treat. Did you have an article about that? Can we back
Oh, yeah,
up
this
on
is
that?
real quick. How old is too old for kids to go trick or treating? And the most common answer in this poll is 16 or older. So
Okay.
once you can drive,
Yeah.
you should not be.
Okay.
Trick-or-treating.
Once you're driving yourself through the neighborhoods, don't trick or treat. Okay.
43% said 13 and 16
No, I think
is
13
the
is
cutoff.
still
But I
good.
think 13 is still fun.
Yeah.
I think once you go to high school, you shouldn't do it.
I mean, if you're having fun and you're dressing up and putting on the costume, what's it hurting?
You have to have
Well,
a costume.
Yeah, I used to say I used
If you
to
show
be
up with
anti
no
high school
costume,
kid
no
trick-or-treating.
candy.
And just expecting candy.
Yeah, I used to be anti that because I did have too many kids coming around, like where you'd see them with just like the grocery bag and no costumes. They give me some candy. That's so ridiculous. But if you are, listen, even if you're in high school, like 9th and 10th graders, if you're in high school and you guys are going together for a good night of fun and you're going to do like a group costume that's cute or whatever and you want to go out, that's fine. I'll give you a candy
Doesn't
bar.
bother me.
You know what I mean? But and it also keeps you out of trouble for other things.
And you got to stop by 9 o'clock, 8:40.
Oh my God! No,
Oh my
8:30.
God,
Let's talk
yes.
about that. Can we please make that a thing?
8:30 should be the cutoff.
8:30. Do not ring a doorbell after 8:30.
My dog starts going up. I hate that day for my dog
yeah.
with the ring doorbell.
Yeah.
Oh
He
my
starts
gosh,
barking.
I know.
After 8:30. I mean, I was thinking because my mom always, is at the door of my house because I'm out with my kids on the block. And I was thinking maybe I'll put a table out in the front door this time instead of having people actually come to the doorbell to open it. And she could just sit there like, with a witch hat, like, Mama Christie with a witch hat. And she'll just be like, oh, she always goes, "Oh, hello, young man. What is your costume?" She's so funny.
And she probably doesn't
I
know
need to
because
care
it's so
about my
new.
mom.
You
Yeah.
too. Just so we
Really
can see
do.
her
record.
reaction.
Oh, hello,
I love that.
young lady.
And let her guess to the people.
Yeah, and they'll be
Like what
I
they
don't
are.
know.
Yeah.
You can tell my mom you're an Avenger. She has no idea what you just spoke a different language. Who is that? You are not speaking English.
Who's Tony Stark?
Who is this? I don't understand. Menendez brothers?
I don't know who they are.
Oh, I wonder how many of those will be costumes
I've
this
had
year.
a lot. I've had a lot.
Hopefully not too
It's
many
top-
13-year-olds.
topicality. No, I'm saying for adult parties. I mean,
Yeah.
people saw anybody
How do you
like
even
that.
do that costume?
Well, one of them's
Two
got to have a
dudes
bad wig.
in sweaters with shotguns?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Poor taste.
How inappropriate.
Oh.
But that's what they would
That's what
do,
they do.
right? That's what a Menendez brother costume is, right? Because otherwise you're just two dudes walking around.
Wear that orange jumpsuit. Did they have that or
Oh,
something?
the prisoner suit.
They usually were in blue, I think, in their interviews.
can't remember what they had,
Their
though.
prison interviews are always in blue.
Sure, they have a bad wig.
Yeah, one of them, remember, he was wearing a wig at 16.
Somebody said they trick or treated at 18. They dressed up and enjoyed themselves. There's no problem with knocking on the door. Just let them it keeps them from doing drugs. Let them have candy. That's the original drug. Sugar.
This drug.
Sam's going to be on until 12 o'clock today. And don't forget, 12 o'clock is the next chance for you to crack the code for the Nutcracker Market tickets. 4 tickets to the Nutcracker Market at Energy Center, Houston Ballet Nutcracker Market. And then you become a finalist for a $1,000 shopping spree. Thanks so much for listening to our show today, guys. If there's anything you missed, it's all on podcast. Find it on our podcast page wherever you consume podcasts.
A lot of people are texting. They want to know what Ryan's big life-changing moment is. You can listen. That's the 7 o'clock
7 o'clock hour.
It's got that-
I'm not going through that again.
Nope, but yeah.
He got a
That's the
blister
podcast.
and he has a corn on his pinky toe.
Well, if that was the news,
Cornucopia.
I don't think I'd ever be able to do another news.
Yeah.
Corn.
Nobody would believe you.
He's got corns and not candy.
I do not have corns.
Anybody corny?
Golly.
Have a great show, Sam.
Thanks.
Y'all have a great Monday. We'll talk to you 6 o'clock Tuesday morning right here on KRVE. Bye.